Hello everybody, I hope you're doing well today. Happy New Year, happy 2020. It's hard to believe that another year has come and gone, but here we are. I hope you're all having a fantastic start to 2020. Today I have my top 19 candles of 2019 with a couple of honorable mentions. My two main criteria for candles to be included in this video were that they needed to be a new scent for 2019 or a new to me scent. There are two candles I believe that were out previously, but I had never tried, so they were new to me. The rest of the candles are new to 2019, so you're not going to see any of the classics or returning scents that we know and love in this particular video. Not surprisingly, Bath & Body Works dominated, with Homeworx coming in with a solid 5 candles. I also have a couple of Yankees, Goose Creek, and a Kringle. So a nice spread of candles across candle companies. I think overall 2019 was a really great year for fragrance. I do feel like we got a nice amount of new scents from various candle companies while also getting the returning classics and favorites that we love. And even though there are essentially 20 candles here, it was actually difficult to narrow it down because there were a lot of great scents that I wanted to include. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite candles were for the year. I always love to hear what your thoughts are, but more specifically, I really love to hear about people's favorite candles of the year. I have turned the candles around to add a little bit of mystery and intrigue to the video. As I have talked about most of these in empties videos, although I am behind in posting October and November, I'm not going to be giving in-depth reviews of each of these candles. I'm going to talk more about why I like the fragrance, why it made the cut. So if you're interested in seeing my top 19 candles of 2019, let's get started. Alrighty, so I do have 2 honorable mentions. I couldn't just narrow it down to one. The first one I have here is lavender and pine, and the notes are freshly picked lavender, cedar wood bark, and frosted pine. And this one is a test scent for this year, which has not yet made it wide. It is an amazing blend of lavender and pine, very well balanced. On cold sniff, the pine comes through a bit more dominantly, but when it's burning, you get both of the sort of core set of notes. You definitely get an herbal, relaxing lavender that hits you at times, and then you also get that astringent, earthy pine, and they blend together beautifully. There is a little bit of sweetness that comes through as well. There's almost like a little bit of some kind of like sap note. It is a great lavender scent for the winter, but I could also see burning this in any of the colder months of the year. It is just beautiful, and I fingers crossed it passed test so everyone gets to try it. The next honorable mention is Homeworx Root Beer Float. The notes are root beer, anise, sparkling ginger, vanilla bean, and crystallized sugar. This is an amazing root beer scent. Absolutely phenomenal. I would even maybe go on a limb and say one of the best as far as candles that I've ever tried. I think what he's done here is he sort of merged a cream soda and a root beer together. So the float part of it does really come through. There's an amazing creaminess that doesn't overwhelm the root beer itself, but it does smell like a very authentic root beer float. And root beer, I know, is not a scent that a lot of people love, but I adore it, and this is just an amazing scent that I had to mention in this video. Number 19 is Bath & Body Works The Perfect Christmas. The notes are fresh cut pine, cinnamon sugar, and toasted marshmallow, and this scent is absolutely wonderful. I love cinnamon and spice in the holidays, but I also love my tree scents and balsam and pine, and you put them together, you add a nice sweetness with the marshmallow, and it is phenomenal. Love it. Number 18 on the list is Yankee Candles Tonka Bean and Pumpkin. The notes are a warm and woodsy blend that evokes smoky tendrils of incense carrying hints of spice, vanilla, and baked pumpkin, and it is really a fantastic scent in my opinion. It does remind me of Homeworx Smoked Pumpkin Woods. It sort of has that vibe. You do get a lot of the creamy vanilla pumpkin, baked pumpkin notes, but that bit of woodiness and smokiness and incense just takes this candle and this scent to a different level, and I really enjoyed it. Number 17 is Coastal Watermelon. The notes are juicy watermelon, a pinch of pink sea salt and ocean waves. And one, I think the packaging is cute. I think a lot of people just chalk this up to being watermelon lemonade, and it is very similar. However, when you actually burn this candle, the salty notes of this scent come through, and it reminded me of a fresh piece of watermelon that you sprinkled salt on, which made me think of my grandpa, because he would never eat watermelon unless he sprinkled salt on it. And so I think part of the reason that this made it for me is because of that memory that it evoked, and it really made me think of him and the good times that we had together. Watermelon lemonade comes back year after year. Do we need a scent that's very similar to it? Well, I say why not? I like this better than watermelon lemonade because it's not as sweet. The sweetness is dialed down and that salty aspect comes through, and to me it sort of just balances out the sweetness, and I enjoyed it a lot more, and it had a great burn and great throw, and I really enjoyed it. And number 16 is Homeworx Autumn Pinecone. The notes are fallen pine cones, red oak, fresh eucalyptus, and juniper berry. And one, I absolutely adore this label. It's a beautiful photo, and I really love it. This scent is not a new scent for 2019. It did come out last year, but I did not actually burn it. And when I burned it this year, I fell in love with it. It is a wonderful, fresh fall scent. When it came out last year, I thought it was going to be just a dupe of Bath & Body Works Autumn, but it really isn't. But if you like autumn, if you like those fall fresh scents, then this is one that you would really enjoy. This one had a heaviness to it, which made me think about walking through the woods in fall, but maybe a rain had just occurred, and so the ground was damp, the leaves were wet. There was something that made me even think there was a fogginess in the air, and it really did transport me to this place, to this picture really. I really enjoyed it. The burn was fabulous, and it was strong. 2 thumbs up on this one, and I will definitely be picking up another one. Number 15 is Goose Creek's Funnel Cake. The notes are the delicious aroma of fried dough and powdered sugar fills the air, and it really does smell spot on to a fried dough scent with powdered sugar sprinkled on top. There's a hint of spice in this one as well. The scent itself was strong, and I really, really enjoyed it. Number 14 is Kringle's Over the Rainbow. First of all, their labels are absolutely stunning. I think they're beautiful. I love the matte finish, but I love this like streak of metallic for the rainbow itself. That label is just beautiful. The notes are sun-sweet watermelon together with notes of ripe cantaloupe and watery honeydew, sprinkled with sea salt crystals, accented by ozone-infused island greens. This is a salted melon scent. I'm not normally a fan of honeydew, but mixed with the watermelon and the cantaloupe, this is such a juicy melon scent, but the salt and the ozone and the green notes in this balance, which is clearly my favorite word, balance it out the sweetness, and so you do get this nice amount of a greenness and a saltiness, and it's absolutely fabulous. It actually kind of reminds me of being at the beach eating melons, and I really enjoyed it. It was quite strong, and really, really love this scent for summer. Number 13 is Bath & Body Works Banana Cream Pie. The notes are fresh banana slices, whipped cream, a scoop of peanut butter, and cookie crumble crust. And the mixture of the banana and the peanut butter was just 2 thumbs up for me. The banana notes are always going to have an artificiality to them because banana isn't a real scent. So it's always going to have a little bit of sort of a Laffy Taffy vibe. But when you mix that with these other notes, it really transforms this into more of like a banana pudding, banana cream pie. But you do get the peanut butter, which I find very enjoyable. Peanut butter and banana go hand in hand. It's a great combination. And overall, I'm so happy that we're seeing more banana scents. I hope this one comes back. Really great scent. Number 12 is Tree Farm from Bath & Body Works, and the notes are crisp pine needle, warm cedar, and spiced apple. This scent is a really nice tree scent, but the slight apple note in this gives a really nice sweetness to the tree notes. I find that straight fresh balsam is a bit too astringent for me. I really can't handle it, but you put vanilla with balsam, love it. You put apple with these different tree notes, the balsam and the pine, love it. It is really a fantastic blend, especially if you don't like a very astringent tree note. The cedar, the pine, the balsam are definitely the dominant notes, but that slight apple note, especially when it's burning, that comes through is just fabulous, and it had a good burn and it was strong, and really enjoyed this one. Number 11 is Homeworx Garland Berry. The notes are holly berries, blackberry, fir needles, and balsam, and I really enjoyed this scent. As I just mentioned, straight tree scents, balsam, pine just by themselves aren't my favorite, but when you mix it with something, I'm a huge fan, and I absolutely love the fruit notes in this. You definitely got like a pomegranate, red currant, holly berry vibes for sure, the sweetness of blackberry and maybe other dark fruits mixed with the pine. When it was burning, the fruit notes did dominate the pine and tree notes just a bit, but I still felt like it had a nice amount of pine that made this still a Christmassy winter holiday scent versus a fruity scent that I would burn in spring. And it was a bit tart, a little bit astringent and earthy, and just everything that I wanted it to be. Love it, love it, love it so much. The burn was great. It was strong. Highly recommend this one. Glad I have one more, and I would definitely get more of these because it was phenomenal. All right, rolling on into the top 10. Number 10 on my list is Bath & Body Works Crisp Green Apple. The notes are tart green apple, juicy citrus, and sugar crystals, and I absolutely love this one. It essentially smells like a green apple Jolly Rancher in a jar. It is a little bit sour, tart, but also sweet. It is juicy and mouth-watering and actually makes my mouth pucker just a little bit. What I loved about this was the contrast of that sour tartness to the sweet and juicy. If it had been any more sour, it probably would have been off-putting. But because it also had the juicy sweetness mixed in, it was just great. I loved it for late spring. It was a good burner and it had a nice throw, and I really enjoyed it. I picked up a couple backups. I hope that we see this one again because I really enjoyed it. Number 9 is Bath & Body Works White Birch and Citrus. The notes are lemon leaf, white peppercorn, warm sandalwood with essential oils. And the note that's not mentioned is vetiver. There is a lot of vetiver in this scent, which I absolutely love. This one was a totally underrated, underhyped scent for 2019. This collection came out at the tail end of summer when I think most people were really ready for fall. The collection itself didn't get much hype, but I fell in love with this scent. It is quite similar to the vetiver sandalwood candle that came out last year, but I do have that one, compared them. They are not the same. This scent smells like a high-end unisex cologne or perfume. I could see wearing this on my person. It is luxurious, comforting, and sophisticated. And when I say sophisticated, what I mean is that it's not like a young and playful and youthful kind of scent. It makes me think of somebody who is a bit more established, who is a bit more mature in age. I think it's absolutely beautiful, and again, very cozy. So really recommend this one. It is phenomenal. Number 8, a little bit of a cheat here, is Yankee Candle's Golden Chestnut. The description reads, grab a scoop of warm chestnuts roasted with ground spices, woodsy herbs, and a touch of citrus. This is phenomenal. Now, this is a bit of a cheat because the candle itself, I did not have the best performance. So I'm not actually recommending the candle, but I'm recommending the scent. These wax melts that you find at Walmart, the Easy Melt Cup, they both had amazing performance, and I just fell in love with the scent. You definitely get a cinnamon bark, cardamom, clove, those really nice warm spices, not a spicy hot cinnamon spice blend, but a warming spice. It definitely has this distinct sort of charred note that makes you think of roasting chestnuts on a fire, which is wonderful. There's sort of a woodsy nuttiness about it, and it's wonderful. I found myself gravitating to want to melt it, to want to continue to purchase it in different forms. I know there were other scents that Yankee released during this fall lineup that got a lot more hype, but this one captured my nose. It was just perfect for the cold nights of fall, and I love it. I hope that I can find more of these wax melts at Walmart, and I would definitely pick up some Easy Melt cups. Number 7 is a Bath & Body Works PB&J. The notes are fresh strawberry jam, toasted bread, crunchy peanut butter, and a drizzle of honey. And I guess you could call this a controversial candle. So many different people had so many different opinions about this scent. When I smelled it initially, slowly. I did get this sort of bit of a floral undertone, which I attributed to the drizzle of honey. It does smell a bit odd on cold sniff, but when you burn it, it is really phenomenal. Does it smell like peanut butter and jelly? No. So once you get that out of your head and you appreciate the candle for what it is, it really turned out to be a really fantastic bakery scent. What came through to me was an unglazed cake donut with a drizzle of honey and a little bit of peanut butter. It actually kind of smelled like this picture. I really liked it a lot. It was a great burner. It was strong, and despite the initial cold sniff controversies, let's say, it really turned out to be a fabulous scent that I really enjoyed. Number 6 is Bath & Body Works Strawberry Pound Cake. The notes are fresh strawberries, golden shortcake, and a dollop of whipped cream. And this was one of the original pours with the original lids and this pretty pink label. This scent got a lot of hype. It sold out at a lot of stores very quickly. People fell in love with it, including me. It reminds me of a strawberry shortcake. The strawberry note itself reminds me of that sort of more of a strawberry syrup. You can buy the fake strawberry like jelly or jam gelatinous material in like a little bag, and you can add it to like real strawberries. So it does sort of remind me of more of a strawberry syrup sort of mixed with this sort of jammy fake strawberry substance versus like an authentic strawberry. But you also got a nice amount of the pound cake. Sort of made me think of shortbread. The burn itself was great. The scent throw was fantastic, and it was just a great strawberry bakery scent. So you got the bakery, you got strawberry, win-win. Highly recommend. Don't base it on cold sniff entirely. Definitely burn this one because that's really when the magic starts happening. Moving into the top 5. Number 5 is Homeworx Pink Pomelo. The notes are pink pomelo, sugar crystals, blonde woods, and watermelon, and I adore this scent. With a name like Pink Pomelo, I think you think that you're going to get a full and true grapefruit scent, and that's what I thought too. And when I got it, I was like, whoa, wait a minute, there is a lot of watermelon in this scent. But I love watermelon scents and I love grapefruit scents, and you put them together and I am a happy lady. This is very juicy and sweet, but also that bitter bite from the grapefruit is just perfection. There's a little bit of a salted action as well. There's definitely some other fruits mixed in there. And to me, it was an amazing summery scent that I fell in love with. The burn was fantastic. The scent was strong, and I'm really glad that I have another one. I would definitely pick this one up again. If you like watermelon and grapefruit scents, definitely give this one a try. Number 4 is Bath & Body Works Winter White Woods. The notes are glistening icicles, dried cedar wood, and spiced sandalwood. And this scent is amazing. It definitely reminds me of Yuletide from last year, although not the exact same. This scent definitely transported me to a place. It smells like walking in the wintry woods with snow on the ground, with a log cabin in front of you that has a wood burning stove, so you get that sort of liquid smoke vibe, but it's not overwhelming. It's fresh and woodsy, and also there is something cooling about it that makes you think of snow or cold, and it's just a fabulous wintry scent. The burn was great. The strength and throw was great. I'm so glad I was able to at least find a couple of backups of this one. Really hope that we see this one again next year because it's phenomenal. All right, moving into the top 3. Number 3 is Homeworx Vanilla Currant Biscotti. I'm going to remove the lid here because this one's a heavy one. The notes are red currants, almond cream, brown sugar, and baked cookie. And oh my goodness, y'all, I absolutely love and adore this scent. I would say this is the same family as Bath & Body Works Cranberry Pumpkin, as Homeworx Harvest Leaves. This one is phenomenal. I love a currant scent anyway. I love the tartness of red currant, of cranberry, of pomegranate, and this has that tart but sweet currant note, which I find absolutely wonderful, mixed with this outstanding bakery note. When this was originally advertised, it immediately captured my attention, and it is everything that I hoped it would be. It is absolutely delicious and tart, and oh, it's just so decadent and delicious, and I love it, love it, love it, love it. I have a couple of backups of this one, and the burn was great. Has a beautiful hobnail jar, and the strength and throw was also great, quite strong. Highly recommend this one. Absolutely love it. Hope that we see this one back next year in a 2-pack, because I would definitely grab multiples of this one because it is phenomenal, y'all. Just fabulous. All right, before I reveal my top 2, put a comment down below what you think my #1 candle is for 2019. I'm curious to see if y'all will guess what y'all think it is. So number 2 is Linen and Lavender. The notes are crisp linen, lavender sea salt, and fresh air breeze. When I saw this, it was probably on Scents Galore's Instagram that this was testing. I was thrilled to pieces, because if y'all been watching my videos, you'll know that I absolutely loved this hand soap, Linen and Lavender. I had picked up, like, I don't know, a ton of them, and I had used it in my kitchen for ages. Loved it so much, and when I saw the candle come out, I was like, oh, please smell like the hand soap, and it does smell exactly like the hand soap. This is a very clean, crisp lavender. It is not an herbal lavender. It is not a cologne type of lavender. It is very clean, mixed with the linen laundry vibes of this. It is a fabulous, fabulous spring scent that is perfect for the end of winter, moving into spring, when you're ready to just be done with all those heavy scents. You want to kind of open your windows, let the spring breeze in. It is clean, but it also does have this relaxing, calming undertone. There is a little bit of almost like a soapy vibe as well, and I just think it's wonderful. If you like a clean, crisp scent, if you like a clean lavender, especially for the spring, highly recommend this one. Love it, love it, love it. Dun, 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 dun. Number 1 is Blueberry Pie. The notes are juicy blueberries, flaky crust, and sugar crystals. And y'all, I love this scent. I absolutely love this scent. If you've not yet tried it, they have brought it back out in the White Barn Core packaging for spring. Highly, highly recommend it if you like your blueberry bakery scents. The labeling of this one and this particular luminary jar, I just fell in love with. It had a beautiful burn. The blueberry note in this registers to me as a bit of like a dried blueberry. It's not a candy blueberry, thankfully. And the bakery note in this, it could be a pie crust or it could be more of a crumble, but not overly sweet. I think that's what one of the things I love about this is it's not an overly sweet scent. There's a little bit of a spice. Someone, and I think it was the Candle Fan on Instagram, compared this to the Jiffy Blueberry Muffin Mix. And as soon as I saw that comparison, I was like, oh my goodness, yes, it does smell like that Jiffy Blueberry Muffin Mix. I'm pretty sure that was the Candle Fan who said that. I apologize if I've misattributed that comparison. It is a great burning scent. It is very, very strong, and it is delicious and yummy, and I absolutely love it. Thumbs up, Bath & Body Works. I guess 2 thumbs up, Bath & Body Works. I highly, highly recommend it if you haven't tried it yet and you like Blueberry Bakery. Okie dokie, y'all, that is it. That is my top 19 with a couple honorable mentions of 2019. Again, a really great scent year. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite candles were. Maybe your top 3 or maybe just your top candle. Are there any scents that didn't make my list that you fell in love with? I love your recommendations. Please let me know below. Thank you all so much for your love and support in 2019. I greatly appreciate it. If you watch this video in its entirety, please give it a thumbs up. If you like to see other videos like this, please subscribe. I will also be doing my annual top 19 vendor wax scents of 2019. I do also have plans to load my empties for the last 3 months for October, November, and December. October and November are filmed. I just have to edit them, and I'll be filming December as well. I may be making some changes when it comes to my empties and reviews for 2020. So if you have any suggestions, let me know below as well. Thank you all so much for watching and for your support. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.